allowed a riffraff like Obaseki and Godwin, the ex-governor of Edo State, continue to downgrade our custom and our culture as if they don't exist, as if because we now live in a democracy, then or we live whatever they call it, then they now he is now abusing our royal monarch, the thing that makes Benin Kingdom Benin, the thing, the royal stew that give us honor, is every day downgrading it, insulting it. Who does a thing like that? So we must put an end to it. So I have no personal beef with Godwin or Obaseki. My concern is that they should stop insulting the Oba of Benin and they should stop downgrading our culture. Okay? They should respect us for who we are. If they were Beninese and they are no longer Beninese, good for them. But for the fact that they have decided to go the other way around and insulting everything that we hold dear, then we should hold them accountable. That's exactly what I'm doing. So, everybody, please, after the church, come and join us. Let us protest, okay? We are protesting. By whatever means we are protesting, we are protesting. So, with all the things we said we are going to do, yesterday, we had a meeting that everybody should bring egg, raw egg, okay, to the venue to store the people that are coming, whether they are going inside or they are coming out. We should store them with eggs. So one of our brother that have a supermarket here in London decided that he was going to supply 40 crates of eggs. Each one contains 30 pieces. So which means we have 1,200 eggs to throw on the people that are coming for the venue. Those that are with us, we won't hit them with eggs. Those that are with us, we will not hit them with eggs. Those that are not with us, who are on the side of Obaseki and Godwin, they are the one we are going to store with egg, going in and coming out. So, and with the invitation of the police, because I went to report officially and they promised to be there and they were in my house yesterday. So they briefed me about what it is to do a protest and they asked me, have you done a protest before? I said, no, that's okay. They teach me what it is to do protests. I mean, it's everything in London at school, everything in UK, you got to read the book. It's interesting. I never knew that there is a book you can read about, about protest. And sharp, they taught me what it is to do protest and what I should expect. And they are fully there to make sure that everything work well. I said, really? I said, well, if I haven't report, what would have happened? He said, well, if I did not report officially or to notify them, somebody would have called them as an emergency to say somebody would have died 9999 and they will show up. Or 101, they will show up. He said, but by then showing up, they are not prepared. He said, but this one now, they are fully prepared with their riot jar to come and make sure that everything goes down well. So they give me quick, fast lecture about protest, and I really appreciate the UK government and the Lewisham Police Station. Thank you very much. So today, please, all of you come. Today is going to be great. So, and I want all of you to come and join this protest. Protest is allowed in the UK, okay? It's our right and civic right to protest against anything that we don't like. Especially when Obaseki and Godwin, the ex-governor of Edo State, are coming to raise money for terrorism purpose in Edo State. Do you know how many people Godwin and Obaseki have caused mischief to? Do you know how many people, how many harm they have done in Edo State since they lost the election? Do you know how many people have died? Do you know how many people they have terrified? So we will not allow this to continue. That is my beef with them. Okay? They have lost the election. They should go home and sleep and prepare for another election. There will always be election every 4 years. Mondokpebolo have just done 1 year out of his 4 years, remaining 3 years. So instead of fighting the palace, instead of fighting the people, so why don't you wait and prepare yourself for 2027? Now, with the way you are behaving now, I don't think that there is any way or chance, there's no chance for you. No way in hell will you go to Benin, Edo State, to contest election. Abata Obaze, Godwin, the ex-governor, no chance in hell that you will ever go to Benin or Edo State to take part in election. The only thing you can do is to shout from abroad. The only thing you can do is to shout from abroad. There's no way you will physically step your feet in Edo State. It's not possible anymore. Seriously, serious. I'm telling you the truth. Abata Obaze, Godwin, the ex-governor, there is no way, no chance in hell you will ever step your foot in Edo State physically. It's not going to happen. Not now, not ever. It's not going to happen. There's no way it's going to happen. Because we will remind you for the evil you have perpetrated in Edo State because you lost the election. You say if you lose the election, Nigeria will burn. Now you are not saying that the Edo people should rise up and overthrow the Benin monarch because he's the problem of Edo State, because you lose election. You were not the first. Even you did not contest election. You were supporting somebody just the way everybody was supporting every other person. You've done your 8 years. Aswani Godalo that lost election. Aswani Godalo is in Edo State right now, enjoying the beautiful atmosphere. Aswani Godalo, who lost election, he's in Benin. He's in Edo State. He's in Nigeria, enjoying the privilege he has as a Nigerian citizen in Benin, in Edo State. But yours, you have by your own chance destroyed everything you have ever held dear to. If you actually love Benin people, you love Edo people, this your idiotic behavior, you would have stopped it. Or you build this, you build that, you build this, you build that. You have wanted the continuation of it. Now that you now become a fugitive, how are you going to continue? Now that you are a fugitive running from one state to another in abroad, in a diaspora, in Europe. Now, you're running from one place to another. How are you going ever to conduct election in Edo State? Which platform are you going to use? Are you going to use PDP platform? It's not going to be possible. Are you going to use APC platform? It's not going to be possible. Are you going to use Labour Party platform? It's not going to be possible. Because every party you go, you fight them, you destroy them before you leave. Every party you have opportunity to join and they welcome you, you fight with the leaders because you can speak BB grammar. It doesn't work like that. A single tree never make a forest. Okay? People give you opportunity to become a governor for 8 years, then you should have allowed, work within that space and respect those you meet there and work with them. People have lost election and yet life goes on. But you lost, you didn't even my greatest worry in all this is you did not contest election. You brought somebody. Just as it has always been, just as they brought you. Okay? Nobody knows you in Benin before. They brought you, Adam Oshomole brought you to Benin. You work with him. He gave you an opportunity to become a governor, to contest. And he supported you become a governor first time and second. So you've done your 8 years. Now, because the person you brought did not win, now you want to destroy everything you thought you have ever built. So everything you said you built with your idiotic behavior now, then how are you going to supervise those things? How? Lokinik Benedion is still in Benin. He didn't run away from Benin. Adam Oshomole is still in Benin. He did not run away from Benin. But you now, you've done your 8 years, you run away from Benin. So you set you deliberately by yourself set your whole house on fire. And you are crying foul. Huh? It is you who set the house on fire. It is you who is calling fire brigade to come and put it off. So thank God for his grace. With you or without you, Edo State will move forward. Abatobaze Godwin, the ex-governor of Edo State, with you guys and without you guys, Edo State will move forward. By the grace of God and by the power of our ancestors. So I hate the idea you going around trying to paint everybody black, that you are the only the white sheep amongst all the black sheep. Congratulations. Today, we will meet in Catford. Whatever happen, let it happen. We are fully ready. So please, our brothers and sisters, our Edo Light in London, I know you guys are going to church this morning. When you finish from your church, come and join us. I'm still at home, thinking, try to think out of the box how it's going to look like. But it's a fun. For me, it's a fun.
Happy wonderful Sunday. I came across this video of Mr. Joseph Igiehor, who is pretending to be a protector or a fighter of the Benin monarch, and still threatening her and Bristol concerning the meet and greet of former Governor Godwin Obaseki. I want to quickly just throw my thoughts about this. Mr. Joseph Igiehor, you started with Bible quotations. You started with Jesus being a man of custom who obeyed traditions as well. Now, you did not see it in this video because I cut it off. But sir, let me talk to you. If you should remember Jesus, when Jesus entered into Jerusalem, he said to the disciples that the time is now here where he's going to pass through a whole lot of persecutions that will result to saving humanity. And one of his most dear and very loving disciples, which is Peter, stood up and rose up against that pronouncement of Jesus, saying he's going to be persecuted and eventually die for humanity. And Jesus also rose up against Peter and said, "Get ye behind me, Satan." If you remember that scripture, Jesus said, "Get ye behind me, Satan." So when you deliberate on that scripture, you will see that the intention of Peter was not as bad, because his intention was fighting to see how Jesus will not go through all those persecutions and die. But his ignorance is that he was not aware that Jesus will have to go through those persecutions in order to save humanity. Which means what shows to Peter to be fighting for Jesus was actually fighting against Jesus. He was actually fighting against Jesus. So fast forward to what is happening right now in Edo State and what some of you, and you in particular, you are doing. It seems as if to many that you are actually fighting for the kingdom of Benin, but you are actually fighting against the kingdom of Benin. Just like Peter, you are actually fighting against the kingdom of Benin. I will tell you why. Due to some of the speculations, propaganda that have been sold to many of you, or maybe to many of us, because in this matter of the palace and Obaseki, both the ignorant, the illiterate, the ones that have knowledge, the ones that are literate, the ones that are not from Edo State, everybody are now having a stake on this matter. And it has resulted to the situation where the kingdom is already divided. There are Obaseki supporters, Okpebulu supporters, and there are the palace supporters. A kingdom that is supposed to act as one. A kingdom that is supposed to be bound in unity. A kingdom that is supposed to hold maximum respect to the monarch has not become a kingdom where you now see people coming on social media due to what has been sold to them, correctly or incorrectly, they are now speaking negatively unverifiable things against the palace. What are we doing? To you, it seems you are representing the palace, but I will tell you, my brother, you are actually fighting against the palace. I believe the palace can fight for itself. Yeah. The palace can pronounce anybody who is not doing well to be an Ohyomba. It's not in your place to do so. You do not have the constitutional right to stop a protest of people who are doing their legal meet and greet. And also know that you are not the only one that is permitted to go and see UK police. What am I trying to say in essence? It is hard time we, the Edolites, we come in unity. We come together in unity. All of these things is having a negative effect on the monarch that we all are protecting. Till date, I still respect and I still have reverence for the Omonoba Neduku Apolopolo Oba Eware II. I still have utmost respect for him. But with the way some of you are going, the kingdom has been divided enough. Let's stop it. Obaseki have his right to do meet and greet anywhere he chooses to. Just like Okpebolo have his own right to do meet and greet anywhere he chooses to. They are both adults. They are both adults. So I'm using this opportunity to call on the palace, to call on Okpebolo, to call on Obaseki. It is time to embrace peace. Because one thing that we all hold dear, which is our monarchy, is being dragged to the mud. It's heartbreaking when I begin to see people commenting, speaking unlawful words to the monarch. It's heartbroken. Please, it is high time we drop all of this. Like I always say, if we will get our Oba, they speak to our Oba the way we like. Wetin we expect me aside as we not get am, make them do. It is hard time. Obaseki, you are talking about Obaseki rule as a governor is supposed to remain in Edo State. Everybody cannot be like the same hungry and stingy politicians we have in Nigeria. A situation where you finish as the governor because you still want to eat the people's money, you leave the governorship position and you settle for a Senate position. When you live there, you settle for House of Rep or any other position in government. You don't want to leave government money. You want to continue to eat the people's money. I remember when Obaseki was interviewed by Arise TV and he was asked specifically by Abati that we know that other governors, when they finish, they go to Senate. If you finish, where are you going to? Obaseki said no. He said, I have a bigger dream. He said, I will not finish ruling a whole state, that will go and settle to really just a region out of the 3 senatorial districts. He said, no. He said, I will continue to impart knowledge. Many of you, our politicians, want to die eating the people's money. But Obaseki said, no, I'm not going to settle for any lesser position. He said, I'm going to move forward and impart knowledge. If there is any position with the way I'm looking at Obaseki that he will maybe fight for later, it will be presidency. Not the one these politicians we are having. Do they have second address? The politicians we are seeing in Edo State, which of them have second address? They leave politics, enter politics, leave politics, enter politics. How many of them? So please, let's be guided. What we need to be looking for now is how we can unite Edo State, how we can reverence and lift our Oba to that point where outsiders will begin to also have reverence for him. That is my submission. Mr. Joseph Igiehor, back off. Back off. You are not a servant to the palace. Back off.